The morning of day 81 started like so many prior mornings. Plots and seeds, plots and seeds, more plots, more seeds, more plots, and then a dog showed up. I acted quickly though, like a damn samurai. I should have let it eat me. The thought crossed my mind, but then a second one showed up, and I couldn't go out like that. Not today. I finished off the rest of the pack and went back to work. More digging, more plotting, more planting. At almost midday, I grabbed all the cornmeal I had been crafting in the workbenches and added it to the stash. Still short of 250,000. Back into the field I went. Now, I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm gonna be honest. It's peaceful in the field. You fall into somewhat of a meditative state. Occasionally, the urge to dive under the running tractor head first creeps in, but I just simply shove those feelings deep down into the pit of my soul. If I had a psychiatrist, I imagine they'd tell me not to do that. They'd probably recommend expressing and processing my emotions through healthy outlets, like journaling, or doing something fucking creative like painting. But who has time for that shit? Not me. Not the cornmeal king. I got a goal to hit. And on the night of day 81, I officially got a quarter of the way there, banking over 250,000 pieces of yellow shit. Can you guess how day 82 started? That's right. It started just like every other day. Me fighting the urge to shove a lit stick of dynamite up my own ass. For a second, I wondered if the fuse would stay lit. Then I said to myself underneath my breath, "You wouldn't shove it in fuse first, you fucking idiot." Of course you wouldn't. That'd be insane. Matter of fact, probably best to get it up there first, then light it. This way you can be sure it's nice and deep before it goes off and turns your lower intestines into abstract art. Anyway, by the time I was done imagining ways to uninstall myself from the hard drive of life, day 82 had come and gone. It was the morning of day 83, and I was shoving more cornmeal into storage. I spent the rest of day 83 and 84 digging, plotting, planting, and harvesting, making the longest stretch I've spent strictly on the farm since I started this godforsaken challenge. And if I was gonna finish it, it was gonna have to be this way from here on out. So close to 300,000, and we are so close to Horde Night. Oh, we are cutting it real close here. This is all my stuff that we're gonna need. Let's get in the maze. That's where we're starting it off tonight. Once they get through the steel hatch, we'll move over to the barn. I mean, last time we held them at the steel hatch all night. We could probably do that again because I do have some steel on me. But I want to spend some time in the barn tonight. So even if they can't get through the steel hatch, I'll let them through at some point. Turn this on. And we're going to use mostly firearms again tonight, so let's take a recog. And we'll start with the VHS. Run through a bit of this 5.56. And then we got the shotgun, of course, the katana, some exploding bolts, and grenades. We are level 104, game stage 224, over 10,000 enemy kills. Now, we already know we're getting demolishers, but I just wanted to show those stats for anyone that might be curious. So, 4 days straight on the farm, doing nothing but expansion and harvesting. So we are at the point now where, as I'm harvesting crops that are ready to be harvested, the other crops are continuing to grow. And then by the time I'm done grafting the harvest into cornmeal, I'm back in the field mowing again. So basically, we can spend just every day at the farm working. Because if there just happens to be a moment where no corn is ready to harvest, then I'm digging and I'm putting more plots down and planting more seeds. That's what it's come to. That's what it has to come to if we are realistically going to complete this challenge. So like I said, 4 days on the farm, and we just happened to land here on a horde night. So now what do I do? 7 days on the farm? 7 days straight? Is that what this series is going to turn into? Just harvesting corn and then fighting a horde? I guess so. Unless we take breaks in between just to go out and loot. Not that we need loot. Not that we need anything. I mean, I do have enough legendary parts to finally craft our level 6 katana. Not that I think the level 6 is going to be that much better than the level 5, but we could do that. And we'll have to go out to get more legendary parts just so we can make the advanced repair kits that we'll need to repair the katana and our shotgun. So I guess that's going to be it. Farming, horde fights, and the occasional job. Now that we're at tier 6 jobs, we might as well go do a couple of more tier 6 infested quests. We just got to be careful, because those are pretty deadly. And the last thing I want to do is get caught out doing a stupid job for stuff we don't really need, and all this work, all this progress just gets washed away by a stupid death, you know? I'd almost rather just stay on the farm until this shit is done. We'll see, though. You guys know me, I get antsy. Anyway, it's going to be a little bit of a short week. We had Vane on Monday. This is airing on Wednesday. No video on Thanksgiving. And then Friday, I'm going to play a little bit of RV There Yet, which is a single-player or co-op game. It's really meant for co-op. I was watching the Neebs crew play it. It looks really fun. I'm going to try and do it solo and see how it goes. So I plan on recording that after recording this, and that will be uploaded for Friday. And then probably back to a full week next week. There's something else coming down the pipe that I can't really mention it yet. I don't think I'm supposed to say anything yet, so I'm not gonna. But it's good. It's exciting. It's something that many of you have asked for a long time. It's not about any particular game. I can't say anything else. But it's gonna be a good time. And because of that thing that's happening, I might have to go back to 3 videos a week during that. We'll see. Again, my lips are sealed for the moment. But this horde night is going well so far. Hard for it to not go well when you got a recog in your belly and overpowered Izzy guns in your hands, you know? I think even if I had vanilla guns, an M60, and a pump shotgun, we'd be just as fine here. So probably the best base in the game. I got a lot of shit for making hatch hallways all the time, but they work. And he's gonna blow up. Alright, we're still good. Steel hatch is still in place. The red bag. I want to check the health of this steel hatch real quick. I'm just gonna leave it. When they break through, they break through. The first electrical wire is out. I think the second one is still working. Maybe not, after that demolisher blew up. But yeah, I mean, dude. You need a hallway that's more than 2 blocks thick, made of concrete. Steel would be better. And you need a steel hatch. And you need a way out. And you need some good guns. And that's all you need. Didn't spend many resources building this maze. It doesn't even need to be a maze. It just needs to be a short little hallway. That's all. It works great. A little repetitive, sure. Can get a little boring, yeah. But it does what it needs to do. Keeps you alive, gets you a bunch of XP, deals with the horde. What more do you want, fuckers? Stop being so greedy, you know? That's all the forged iron I have. I didn't bring any. That's just the little bit that I found in the loot bag. He's gonna blow. Yep. It's alright. That is insane. Alright, running out of 5.56. I think I actually have a few rounds left in there. Let's dump them. 4. Okay. Officially out. But we got plenty of slugs. And a katana. And grenades. And exploding bolts. So we're going to be just fine. That hurt a little bit. Not the best place to use these. A few katana kills and we're back to full health. Steel hatch is gone. The second iron hatch is gone. We got one more. This electrical fence wire, the second one, is still working. But I'm going to go ahead and let them through here in a moment. And we'll run through the maze. We'll get on the roof. We'll turn off the battery bank. And we'll head on over to the barn. All right, let's do it. Come on in, fuckers. We could probably spend some time at this hatch. Might be nice to get a grenade down there. Yeah, I couldn't close it. All right. Let's go. The group doesn't look very big, but they're still spawning in, of course. It's pretty early, not even 2 in the morning yet. This is actually the perfect place to use contact grenades. You dead, lady? She dead. Damn it. Come on, lady, you're screwing me up. Oh, they're in. Fuck. Let's get up here. And then up here. Okay, we're good. Turn on the battery bank. Turn this on. And they're getting chopped up and electrified. I also put some spikes and barbed wire fence posts down there. I've had them in storage forever. I don't remember where I got them. Maybe as a reward at some point. Decided to just throw them down there. Got a bird. And it looks like it's a puking bird. Can't puke at us through those bars, but let's take it out anyway. And we should be good for the next couple of hours. Maybe the next horde will start in the barn and see if the barn can survive an entire endgame night. Just out of curiosity, you know? If it can't, if the ladder gets destroyed or whatever, then we can run over to the maze. And it'll be a smaller horde because some of the zombies will stay stuck in the pit. Well, the traps have already been destroyed, so we can go ahead and use exploding bolts, grenades, whatever we want. Doesn't matter at this point. The traps don't last very long here. Let's get a few grenades down there. Now let's light them up. Not bad. Oh shit. I'm just going back to the maze. Too many zombies in here. This was the safer bet. Be fine right here. Less than a half hour left. And most of them are going to be stuck in the pit. Alright, I think we're good. And it is officially morning. That's obviously the one thing that makes the barn a little more dangerous than the maze. And that is the fact that we could accidentally fall down in the pit. If we do that, that could be the end of it, you know? We better go finish off the zombies that are down there. Okay. That'll do it. Another successful horde night. Day 85. 15 days away from day 100. Then I can make one of those lame videos with the title, I survived 100 days and 7 days to die, and here's what happened. All those videos are bullshit. They're not real. They're lying to you. I survived 100 days. No, you didn't. You just pieced together some footage and you're claiming you survived 100 days. Because who in their right mind would do that? 100 days in 7 days is 100 hours. That's over 4 days straight. So you played the game for 100 hours and you made a 20-minute video out of all that? That's insane. It's either insane or you're lying. I think they're lying. I wish there was just cornmeal in all these bags. I could use that a lot more than any of this crap. I don't even need any of this shit, really. There was a little cornmeal left in the workbenches upstairs, that's it. But the corn has grown again and it is ready to harvest, so that's where we will pick things up in the next episode. Hope you enjoyed this one. Thank you all so much for all of the support and for sticking around. I really do appreciate it. You can follow me on X or Instagram if you want. It's at Glock9Gamer. I follow all gamers back. Stick around for more Farmer Glock if you want. I'll be here, and I'll catch you in the next one.